What if I told you that one of the most powerful herbs you could keep in your home is something most people already have in their kitchen? And here's the crazy part: most people avoid it, misunderstand it, or even think it's dangerous. Why? Because it's hot, it's intense, it doesn't feel like something that could actually support your health. But here's what traditional herbalists knew. Dr. John Christopher, the founder of the School of Natural Healing, called this plant one of the greatest herbs of all time. I was blessed to study at his School of Natural Healing and became a master herbalist, so I've seen firsthand just how powerful cayenne can be. And yet, even with all that, it's still one of the most misunderstood and ridiculed herbs out there. The plant we're talking about is cayenne, specifically known as capsicum annuum, a member of the nightshade family, producing those bright red peppers most people instantly recognize. But here's the thing most people don't realize. In herbalism, cayenne wasn't just a spice, it was foundational, a go to herb for everything from circulation to bleeding and even life or death emergencies. Dr. Christopher himself experienced the power of cayenne. In his 30s, doctors told him he wouldn't live past 40. Arthritis, hardening of the arteries, stomach ulcers, multiple car accidents. He was in bad shape. So what did he do? He started taking cayenne, gradually working up to a teaspoon 3 times a day. By the time he turned 45, he was thriving. Doctors were astonished. You have the venous structure of a teenage boy. Your blood pressure is perfect. Systolic over diastolic, absolutely perfect. He credited this dramatic turnaround to cayenne, and his own experience convinced him of its power. Now imagine this. It's the middle of the night. A woman's husband has just passed out from a heart attack. Panic is everywhere. Dr. Christopher arrives and tells her, "Heat some water, I'll be there in minutes." He mixes a teaspoon of cayenne into the water, propping up the man. The husband sips it slowly, then drinks the rest. Within minutes, he's stronger. Color returns to his face, strength to his limbs. Soon he's up and talking. Dr. Christopher later said, "In 35 years of practice, I've never lost a single heart attack patient if they're still breathing when I arrive." This wasn't magic. It was supporting the body's circulation at the perfect moment. But the next story is intense. It involves a young man and a serious injury. He was shot in the abdomen. The bullet hit his spine and created a second wound. One of Dr. Christopher's students living next door heard what happened and raced over. She quickly mixed a tablespoon of cayenne in water and gave it to him, then immediately called for an ambulance, which was 18 miles away. By the time help arrived, he was alert, talking, and moving, completely stable. The doctors were amazed. One said, "In all my years treating emergencies, I've never seen internal bleeding stop so quickly." In that same year, Dr. Christopher treated 4 other gunshot victims, and each case responded the same, although sometimes the blood coagulates and comes out in clumps before it stopped completely. Dr. Christopher said that by the time you count to 10, however, the heavy bleeding should stop completely after administering cayenne. Not all stories are life or death. Some are eye-opening. A student of Dr. Christopher once threw a pinch of cayenne in his own eye during a lecture. The tears ran down his cheeks, but when he opened his eye, it sparkled brighter than the other. This is actually why cayenne is in Dr. Christopher's herbal eye bright formula. It supports circulation in delicate areas safely. Now, stepping back from the stories, let's talk about why this might make sense. Cayenne contains a compound called capsaicin, which is responsible for that heat. But in traditional understanding, that heat wasn't seen as damage. It was seen as activation, warmth, movement, stimulation of circulation. And this is where modern perception and traditional understanding start to diverge, because most people associate intensity with harm, but herbalists often associate it with action. Now, here's something else that's interesting. Despite how intense cayenne feels, traditional herbalists often considered it safe when used appropriately, even in sensitive areas, which again goes against what most people would expect. And this is why it's such a misunderstood plant. Because on the surface, it seems aggressive, but in traditional usage, it was often described as deeply supportive. So, how did people actually use it? In simple ways. One of the most common traditional preparations was a basic infusion. Cayenne mixed with warm water, used in small, practical amounts as part of everyday routines or specific situations. It was also used in powders, tinctures, and incorporated into broader herbal formulas. But the key idea wasn't complexity, it was accessibility. This was something people could keep on hand, something they understood, something they knew how to use. Now, I do want to briefly mention something important. Cayenne is a potent herb, and while it has a long history of traditional use, it's not something you should approach recklessly. People often built familiarity with it over time, starting small and paying attention to how their body responded. And quality matters as well. Traditionally well-grown, vibrant peppers were preferred. Because like many herbs, the integrity of the plant influences the overall experience. But stepping back, the bigger takeaway here isn't just about cayenne. It's about how we see herbs. Because this is a perfect example of something that most people overlook or misunderstand. But when you start to look at it through a different lens, it completely changes. Cayenne challenges the assumption that strong equals harmful. It challenges the idea that support has to be gentle to be effective. And it reinforces something we've been building throughout this channel, that herbalism is not about suppressing the body. It's about understanding it, supporting it, and working with it. And once you start to see that, plants like cayenne stop being intimidating and start becoming tools. Simple, accessible, powerful tools. So if this is a plant you've overlooked before, it might be worth taking a second look, not just as a spice, but as something with a long history of practical use. And in the next videos, we're going to continue building on this. We're going to break down more individual herbs, how to think about them, and how to begin using them in a simple, practical way. If this gave you a new perspective, go ahead and share it with someone who might need to hear it. And make sure you're subscribed, because we are just getting started. May the Lord bless and keep you. For now, it's Patriot Nurse signing off, and I'll see y'all later.